Welcome back, everyone. We've made it. This is the final chapter in our deep dive into the book Ikigai. And today, we are getting right to the heart of it all, the art of living. This is where all the big ideas and the philosophy, well, this is where it gets real. We're going to talk about how to take all this incredible wisdom and actually weave it into our daily lives. So let's get into it.
To kick things off, I just have to share this piece of calligraphy. It's from Mitsuo Eda, who is this amazing Japanese poet and calligrapher. And it just says, here, now. That's it. Two simple words. But wow, they pack a punch, right? They really capture the entire essence of Ikigai. It's this powerful little reminder to just be present, because finding and living your purpose, it doesn't happen tomorrow, it doesn't happen yesterday, it happens right here, right now.
Okay, so here's our game plan for today. We'll kick things off by talking about this whole art of living idea. Then, we'll get into how to find your inner compass when the world is just so noisy. After that, we're going to get super practical with the 10 rules of Ikigai, which come straight from some of the longest living people on the planet. And then, we're going to turn the spotlight on you and start asking, so, what's your Ikigai?
All right, first up, your inner compass. To really get a handle on the art of living, we have to start by looking inward. And this is like the central challenge the book's epilogue lays out for us. We're all looking for meaning, right? But modern life is constantly trying to pull us in a million different directions. It's a real tug-of-war between what we're told we should want and what we actually truly need.
I mean, just think about it for a second. We seem to be hardwired to want a purpose, to feel like we're part of something bigger. But then the world just bombards us with all these other incentives that can so easily become distractions. Things like money, power, success, that endless chase for attention online. It's like your inner compass is pointing you towards maybe a quiet, creative life, but all the noise around you is screaming that success has to look like some high-stress, high-paying job that you don't even like.
So you've got this real push and pull, right? On one side, you have all these external forces, the money, the power, the success. And on the other, you have your inner compass. And that compass, it isn't some complicated piece of machinery. It's made up of really simple things, your natural curiosity, that little gut feeling, your intuition, and the pure joy you feel when you're doing something that feels meaningful. The whole point the book is making is that our big mission is to learn how to trust that compass over all the outside noise.
So how do we actually do that? How do we take this big idea and turn it into something we can do every day? Okay, this is my absolute favorite part of the epilogue. The authors took everything they learned from talking to the centenarians in Ogimi, Japan, and they boiled it all down into 10 simple, totally doable rules for a long and happy life.
All right, let's dive into the first 5. Number 1, stay active, don't retire. And this isn't about working a 9-to-5 job forever. No way. It just means keep doing things you love and find valuable. Rule 2 is such a good one for our crazy fast world. Take it slow. The book literally says that being in a hurry is the enemy of a good life. Walk slowly and you'll go far. Number 3, don't fill your stomach. And we'll get into that in just a sec. 4, surround yourself with good friends. Seriously, they're the best medicine there is. And 5, get in shape for your next birthday. Our bodies need that little bit of daily TLC to keep going strong.
So let's zoom in on that third rule. Don't fill your stomach. This is all about the Japanese idea of hara hachibu. It basically means you eat until you're about 80% full. So you stop eating when you start to feel satisfied, not when you're totally stuffed and can't move. It's this ancient piece of wisdom that says eating just a little bit less than we think we need actually helps our bodies. It keeps them from getting worn out by these long, heavy digestive processes. It's such a simple change, but it can have these huge long-term effects on our health.
And now for the final 5 rules. Number 6, smile. A cheerful attitude really does make you feel better, and it's a great way to make friends. 7, reconnect with nature. We were made to be part of the natural world. We have to get back to it to recharge our batteries. 8, give thanks. Making gratitude a daily habit literally rewires your brain for happiness. 9, live in the moment. Just stop worrying about the past or being scared of the future. Today is all you really have. And finally, number 10, the one that brings it all home. Follow your Ikigai. This is the ultimate rule. Find that passion inside you, nurture it, and let it guide you every single day.
So after all that, after all the philosophy and the rules, it all comes down to one person, doesn't it? You. Finding your Ikigai isn't like solving some impossible math problem. It's more like rediscovering a part of yourself that was maybe buried for a while. So I've got a couple of questions I want you to think about. Let's start with this one. Just think for a moment. What are those things you do where time just melts away?
Maybe it's when you're out in the garden, or you're playing guitar, or writing code, or even just organizing your bookshelf. You know, those moments when you're so totally absorbed that the rest of the world just disappears? That feeling is what psychologists call a flow state, and it is a massive clue pointing you right toward your Ikigai.
And here's another one for you. What do you find yourself looking up online late at night? You know, those weird rabbit holes you go down? What are the topics you just love learning about for no other reason than because you're interested? This is your inner compass doing its thing. Following that curiosity, even if it feels unproductive or has nothing to do with your job, is one of the most direct paths back to your Ikigai.
Now, I would genuinely love to hear from you on this. Pick one of those questions about flow or curiosity and just drop one thing that popped into your head in the comments below. Seriously, there's no right or wrong answer here. Sharing this stuff helps us all feel a bit more connected. And who knows, your answer might just spark an idea for someone else. Let's get a conversation going.
All right, as we bring our journey through Ikigai to a close, I want to leave you with one last, really powerful piece of wisdom from the epilogue. For me, this quote just perfectly sums up the entire philosophy.
Life is not a problem to be solved. Wow. That line, that's everything, isn't it? Ikigai isn't some final destination you reach or a puzzle you solve once and you're done. It's the journey. It's about having something that keeps you busy, something you love doing, and sharing that ride with the people you love. It's really that simple, and at the same time, that incredibly profound.
Before you head out, just a few quick channel announcements. First up, for everyone who's been following this whole series, thank you. We're actually going to be releasing a full compilation video of all the Ikigai chapter summaries in just a few days, so you can watch the entire journey in one place. Second, we need your help. What book should we tackle next? Please drop your suggestions in the comments. And finally, I just want to say a massive thank you. We've set a goal to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we absolutely cannot do it without you. Every single one of you who subscribes makes a huge difference.
So if you got something valuable out of this explainer today, please take a quick second to like this video and subscribe to Mish Minds. It really helps us grow and get closer to that 1,000 subscriber goal. Thank you so much for being here, and I cannot wait to see you for our next deep dive.